And we're back, guys. Welcome to Tennis in a Minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. How's everyone doing? It's a very early morning, except if you're in Saudi Arabia, where it's in the evening. And we're getting ready for the blockbuster. Iga Swiatek, Coco Gauff. Someone's O must go. And as always, guys, this video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use to Fair Dealing and the Digital Millennium Act. Iga Swiatek started off slow versus Barbora Krejcikova, having not played since September 5th. Her first professional match back after changing coaches, taking time off due to personal reasons, a lot of stuff going on in her family in Poland. And listen, guys, Polish fans, you're going to make me come to the defense of Iga. I don't like how you guys are treating Iga lately. Okay, what's up with you guys? Iga, look, since JJ in the UFC, nobody was checking for Poland. So put some respect on Iga Swiatek's name and don't make me say it twice. Okay, guys, I'm joking. But listen, why are you guys treating Iga so bad, for one? I don't like that. Iga's getting a lot of hate from Polish fans. It's like they're turning on her. But listen, guys, she's having an amazing season. 5 titles. We just saw Samnez Zeynep from Turkey win her first main tour championship at 22. You got Ayla Tomljanovic in that same tournament in her 30s. She hasn't won a main tour title. Shelby Rogers. There's so many ladies on tour that have yet to win a title. It took Sakkari 3 years since winning her previous title to win another. Listen, don't take anything for granted. Iga's an amazing athlete. Come on, guys, show her love. I don't get it. But we're gonna take a look at the matchup here. After Pegula just got spanked by Barbora Krejcikova, by the way. Pegula's injured. And of course, I thought Barbora was the more injured of the two. And it looked like it was Pegula. It's just, when the professionals are commentating that she's not showing effort, that was pretty bad. Pegula had no explosiveness. But nonetheless, guys, Iga Swiatek, how's she going to do against Coco? And go watch the prediction video. I gave the prediction already on what I think is going to happen in this match. And I think we're going to start with Iga Swiatek first. I think for Iga to win, I think she needs to do what she's always done against Coco. I don't think she needs to change anything, right? Mentally, she's got the advantage. I don't think she has the advantage physically, but mentally beating someone 11 out of 12 times, you're going to have that mental edge that can get you through the tough situations. Now, against Barbora, I will say that Iga Swiatek looked to be a little bit slow. Barbora kept her on the back foot, and it looked like she was hesitant. But the real issue was the errors. Iga had a lot of errors, and she said in the post-match interview, the ball was just flying off of her racket, but it wasn't doing that in practice. So she said she just had to really find a rhythm and stay positive. The first set against Barbora, she served well for the most part, but it was the unforced errors, 19 unforced errors. She also gave Barbora 4 opportunities to break her. I think with Coco serving better, especially last time out, if she gives Coco 4 opportunities to break her, I think it's going to be a straight set victory for Coco. But Iga would right the ship in the second set, down 3-love. And it's a good testament to how she has a fighting spirit. She doesn't give up, and she continues to push and push and push. Because she was down 3-love. Barbora had the chance to go up 4-love on serve and couldn't get the job done, already having the double break. Iga persevered, and she came through in that matchup. But what's going to be the outcome with Coco? Listen, guys, I think I said it best. Again, if we look at the final match statistics versus Barbora, she got the job done with 10 aces. We haven't seen Iga put up double-digit aces in a while. 47 unforced errors, that concerns me. Giving Barbora 9 opportunities to break her, that also concerns me. Coco taking on Pegula, as I said, even though Pegula owns the head-to-head, I think Coco's the better player. She's got the better backhand. She moves better. She's the better defender, and she's the more powerful server. Those are key opponents in any tennis player's game that can put pressure on any opponent throughout the match. Now, serving better is the key for Coco. If Coco serves well, there's just no one on tour that's going to beat her. She's too good, right? Take a look at those matches she lost, those big matches against Emma Navarro, Arina Sabalenka, putting up a lot of double faults, 19, 21 double faults, giving away literally 5-6 service games, just about second serves, giving your opponent the confidence to step in, knowing you don't have your confidence. That gives your opponents that momentum. Yulia Putintseva said it best after winning something like, what? She won like 17 points in a row against Coco in a match where Coco was up a break in the third set. Most of Coco's losses this year have come where she's in the third set, up a break, the serve letting her down. And I talked about why. Look, Brad Gilbert's an amazing coach, Hall of Famer coach. He's big time. We know that. I don't have anything bad to say about him. I'm just disappointed that he didn't change the game plan sooner. If you have the most marketable athlete in the world when it comes to tennis, struggling match after match, and you're not making adjustments or recommending to bring in someone else to help to keep you employed on that coaching staff longer, then you probably need to coach someone else. And that's the reality of the situation. Coco continued to fail, and it was her leadership, the guidance that she put around her that let her down. If you're a coach and you're constantly letting your player go out there and try to execute a game plan that doesn't suit them, then look, shame on you. And the reality here is, here's how that affected Coco. Coco's very fast, her natural instincts, right? Great athletic ability. If you're, and look, I speak from experience. I've had coaches in the past try to put a game plan on me that didn't work. So I'm out there just trying to be the professional, trying to be the student, respectful to the coach and their expertise. It's taking away my natural instincts and my speed. If you take away Coco's speed, she becomes really average, right? She becomes really average. Her speed, her backhand, her defense, those are all the things that make her great. Take away her speed, well, her defense starts to lag. Take away her speed, she can't close out to hit her best shot, the best backhand on tour. Her speed is everything. Trying to execute a game plan that doesn't work for her, she's thinking too much. She's overthinking. That's taking away her intuition, her burst of athletic ability, and now opponents are hanging around longer, and factor in all the double faults. She's letting them hang around longer. Take away the double faults, take away the overthinking, and she's going to beat everyone in this tournament, even Iga Swiatek. My personal pick for this matchup, I do think Coco wins a set, and I think Coco has a good chance to beat Iga Swiatek. Iga, in my personal opinion, and I've said this for the last few years, I fear that she's going to start to slow down athletically, right? I talked about how the foot injury as a junior, it nearly ruined her career. We wouldn't be watching Iga Swiatek now if it weren't for the hard work and dedication she put into rehabbing and coming back. But how long is that going to last? Kobe Bryant said it best. Look, he retired when he just couldn't do it physically anymore. Not on the court, in the gym, putting in the work in the gym that leads to that excellent performance on the court. He couldn't do it anymore. And now with the change of coach, and this is why a lot of the Polish fans are upset at Iga Swiatek, I didn't think the change of coach was necessary. At least let Thomas finish out the season, announce this after the season. The fact that you made it and missed the entire Asian leg of the tour, not defending your championships, forfeiting your number one spot. And of course, there was issues at home in Poland. Look, our condolences. There's a lot of things going on in the world. We understand that, and I appreciate the people that come here to get your mind off the world. I don't want to make this a political channel. I say this time and time again. But the reality here is she forfeited her number one spot. She could have held on to that spot, and she could have let Thomas finish out the season. That lets you know how serious internally the issues are in that camp. If they weren't that big, he would have finished the season. It's as simple as that. Wim is here, and the rumor is he's not necessarily working on Iga Swiatek's game, just observing, watching her, giving her mental support, pointers here and there, because you can't expect him to change her game on such short notice. I'm talking so fast, guys. Excuse me. You can't expect Wim to change Iga's game on such short notice. So the changes are going to come after the season. We understand that, but my personal opinion is she looked very slow against Barbora Krejcikova. She looked hesitant, and she made a lot of mistakes. Coco played solid against Pegula, and keep in mind, Coco still didn't play her best. If you take a look at her first serve, look, under 60%, only 9 winners, 16 unforced errors. Coco has so much more potential now that she's not overthinking on the court. And look, this is a very important match for the Orange Group. The winner of this match will make the semifinals. Coco, as you can see, the only player here that has not lost a set, this coming after Barbora just beat Jessica Pegula. She's the only player here that has not lost a set. So if she wins, she's guaranteed a spot into the semifinals. If she loses, she's going to need to beat Barbora to get in. It's as simple as that. I don't think she'll have a problem with Barbora. I think she's going to be way too fast for Barbora to set up her shot and even try to redirect pace because she's going to be on the back foot all match long. I think Coco's got a good chance to beat Iga. I think Coco wins a set, and I think she's going to put a lot of pressure on Iga, and I think we're going to start to see this tide change. 11-1, 11-2, 11-3, 11-4, 11-5. It's going to change pretty quickly because I think with Win coming on, you're going to see Iga Swiatek's game change completely. She's going to become more of a tennis player. I think she's going to be a little bit more flat-footed because Wim, his coaching style is superb shot-making ability. Now, again, I know Wim is just salivating at the mouth with the opportunity to coach Iga Swiatek. Iga's already great. Wim is going to bring his expertise and take Iga to the next level. But I do think her aggressive game style with Thomas, I think we're going to see that change. And watching her play against Barbora, yes, she had a long layoff. I'm starting to see more of a tennis player out of Iga. Not that aggressive, beat you in 3-4 shots. I'm starting to see a player that wants to play tennis. I'm starting to see a player that wants to take her game to the next level as she's mastering the art of setting up the point, going long rallies. And I think against Coco, that's a mistake because now you give Coco one more shot to use your athletic ability and get to the backhand, and no one on tour can compete with Coco athletically. I like Coco in this matchup. Iga's amazing. We know that. Nothing but good things to say about Iga. She's dominated Coco. But I think Coco's going to go out there and just play her game. And I think she's going to have a lot of success in this matchup. Tennis in a Minute. Like the video. Show some love for both of these ladies. Hey, that's my personal opinion. I would love to hear your opinion. Comment below.